still hustle and bustle for a lot of people, and I am going to be getting you through it, right? Now, today is also Wellness Wednesday, and we're all about setting you straight when it comes to your health. Today, women, we are all about you. We are talking about you and your vaginas, okay? We'll be getting to that later on today, but for now, we are, of course, reminding you to stream us on www.iconradio.co.ke. We're also streaming on YouTube Live at Icon Radio KE. I'm your girl, Myra Maloba, the Afro Punk Queen. And I'm so psyched to be here, and thank you so much for joining us. Remember, we do this each and every Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Be sure to follow us on all Icon Radio KE platforms. Follow, like, and subscribe, because we do appreciate the love that you have for us. Remember, today is also, or rather this week, is when we usually have our jam of the week. And we sampled one yesterday. That was by Justin Mirichi. We'll be talking about him later on again today. But for now, I want to get you into the weather and, of course, the roads as you start off your morning. But before that, I always say in my mind, I'm going to introduce that song that was last playing. And I keep forgetting. So the song that was last playing was a new edition, Can You Stand the Rain? Now, over the weekend, I hosted a fabulous 50-year-old's birthday. Like, yes, there are those days I go back to my karaoke hosting, and it's usually for special occasions, and this was as special as any. And I loved it because her theme was old school. I was like, you know what? This is my element 100%, and man, did we party. The music, oh my word, it took me back. It took us all back. The reminiscing was real in that room. But the one thing I loved about, because it was an all-women event, even to the suppliers, okay, she was like, I want women. So the thing I loved about this event is just the simple fact that the people who are around her, the camaraderie was off the charts. Like, these are those women who shame other sister groups. Yani, they've been together for years. They've loved on each other for years. They've supported each other for years. And I was saying, you know that notion people usually have of, oh, we as women are our own worst enemies. I'm like, whoever came up with that line was, first of all, it was a very useless line. And then secondly, that was a testament that nothing like that is possible in this day and age. There's no such thing as women are their own worst enemies. You can choose to be an enemy to your fellow woman, but don't if you don't have to. And there were like, I think 20 plus women in that room, and they've known each other for years. Like, you know, you look at that and you only wish in this day and age that you could have that kind of friendship going forward. It's truly amazing to see. It's a true testament, and it is possible. It's not only for the Dunda. Atiga is only tight when it comes to Friday. Hey, what up? What's the plan? Where are we going? No, it's also the hands of like, I'm there for you when it's time for your kids. I'm there for you when it's grief in your house. I am there to pick you up when you're in a bad place. I am there to celebrate with you within equal measure. It's amazing, and it is possible. All right, that was my rant of the morning. Always be there, be kind. I always say every morning, be kind, because you never know how far kindness gets you. And for this woman, it has gone her very far, very, very far. All right, let's take a look at the roads this morning. We do have Jogoo Road. Let's start with Jogoo Road today. Heavy on the traffic going up Makadara and past KPLC houses, all the way past Shauri Moyo. There are pockets of heavy, especially like Makadara. Very heavy traffic. However, it begins to ease up kidogo and just has slow moving traffic here and there, but it is bearable at this particular point of the morning. If we take a look at This is Thika Road. Thika Road is just lighting up, people, lighting up extreme red. From KCA University all the way down past Madare, Yufika Muthega, still heavy, all the way going into Ngara. My word, it is not looking nice. So guys who are on that particular stretch of road, be very patient. It is gonna be a long ride. Now, for those who are on Ngong Road, it just seems to have pockets of traffic here and there. However, it is moving. The place where it gets a little bit murky is at the intersection there at Daystar University. And yeah, it continues on and past Nairobi Hospital for those who are venturing into town through that area of Upper Hill. For those who are deciding to branch off down into Bagathi Way is not looking good at all. Not good at all going into Langata Road. So if you can use an alternative route, plan it right now. Speaking of Langata Road, for Langata Road, it is quite easy going. That is until you get to Uhuru Gardens, and that's the monument, and it gets to pick up from around that area, and it's quite heavy, especially on that stretch. Eaton's up, and that is until you get to Airport View. But it's not too bad. Going to Timor, also not bad. However, when you get to Nyaya National Stadium is where things get thick, very thick. It's very heavy on the traffic. Lusaka Road, seems to be free and clear. That's until you get to the intersection there at Nyaya National Stadium. Punyala Road, just heavy, not looking good right now. And there's no happy hour because there's the traffic going the other way as well. Like, keep it a happy hour. Hey, enjoy that one for me. Now, for Capital Center, it would seem, not Capital Center, Mombasa Road, it would seem like it's all right up and past Capital Center, not looking too bad. Yeah, that's how it's looking for major parts of Nairobi this morning. If you take a quick look at the weather in Nairobi, 18 degrees, mostly cloudy, although the sun was nice and glorious this morning. Ooh, I was thinking in my head, three little birds. It was looking very, very nice. But it's currently at 18 degrees, humidity at 77%, going up to highs of 24 degrees later on today. But it seems like it's going to be, a bit of sun coming out for you guys in Nairobi, for us guys rather. A little bit of sun is looking like a bad day. Just a little bit of relief from the rain. For Mombasa, 27 degrees, mostly cloudy, humidity at 84%, going up to highs of 30 degrees. And for Kisumu, it's at 22 degrees, mostly sunny, humidity at 78%, going up to highs of 30 degrees later on today. Still looks like a very sunny day. Well, a lot has been happening in the streets of Nairobi, Kisumu, and we're going to be tackling all of it and the effects it has had on people thus far. It has not been the best of situations. Actually, some of them are quite harrowing. We'll be looking into them and just how people are wading through the floods up until now. Keep it right here on the Breakfast Jam. Remember, we're all about your requests, and today is all about that dance hall Wednesdays. We'll be whining in our seats as we're walking to work this morning. So be sure to send in your requests before 9 a.m. or during the request hour. I still got you covered. Let's get into that happy hump day.
Let your booty do that yoga.
Party at the beach down in Copacabana, sipping killer fish. Got my black yoga pants on. Me and Brittany, we've been down in Atlanta, sweating in the bend over, let me see you do that yoga. Baby, bend over, baby, bend over, baby, bend over, let your booty do that yoga. Flex it, flex it.
Let your booty do that yoga.
Classic music.
Nobody loves you the way that I do. Nobody can love you the way that I do, yeah. Maybe nobody. Nobody loves me the way that you do. Nobody can love you the way that I do.
Ukisikia nafunga ndoa, marry you. Menisafisha madoa, niko wingu la blue. I'm gonna stick with you for wherever I'm coming through. Mambo yakienda mbaya, I'm gonna keep you cool. Kama ulisafa sahau, karibu sapa. Kwa bahati nzuri mapenzi yanaishi hapa. Sikio umenipata, sina matata. Jisifie wakapendeza, takwa kashi mkononi kwenye mahitaji. Takupenda moyoni nikupe nafasi. Takwa rambo rindoni vita maji maji. Sitokutenda kutenga, sitokujaji.
Naomba sana, naomba dua, nisije zingua. Nobody, nobody. Watasema sana, wataongea, wazidi umbea. But nobody, nobody. Oh, and I know, 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 you're the one for my heart and soul. Nobody, nobody can love me the way that you do. Nobody can love me the way that you do. Nobody, nobody, nobody.
Nobody love me the way that you do. Nobody can love you better than I do. Nobody shows me the way that you do. Nobody do me the thing that you do. Maujanja, nampa, mauninja kufu. Anaruka, nainuka, nanguka pu. Nanipa, winja, ware tu. Honey, sugar, ginger, my boo. Sauti akiongea tu mashallah, mashallah. Mguu akitembea mwendo billions. Dala kama kajiongezea shit, bala. Kajipendelea mpaka kara. Sauti akiongea tu mashallah, mashallah. Mguu akitembea mwendo billions. Dala akikusogelea bala. Sasa akikuchekea du.
Naomba sana, naomba dua, nisije zingua. Nobody, nobody. Watasema sana, wataongea, wazidi umbea. But nobody, nobody. Oh, and I know, 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 you're the one for my heart and soul. Nobody, nobody can love me the way that you do. Nobody can love me the way that you do. Nobody love me the way that you do. Nobody can love you better than I do. Nobody love me the way that you do. Nobody can love you better than I do. Nobody loves you the way that I do. Nobody can love you the way that I do.
You were listening to Janelle Monáe featuring the Classic Man with Yoga. We also had Darasa featuring Bien with Nobody. I just love Bien's voice and how he changes up for this particular. It was an octave lower. Now, me, I'm a person who loves unique voices and how they are portrayed on music or that in music. And he delivered. Absolutely love that song. Now, for those again who want to send in their request, be sure to let me know. +254 788 380030. Now, let's get into some of the news making the headlines this morning. Now, so far, the floods have affected about 200,000 people in this country, and it has been devastating. And with that, and what's going on, houses being swept away, guys are homeless and left destitute, and those who are in severe cases have passed away. the government has gone ham on people who are living on quote unquote riparian land. And they are taking action very swiftly. Now, one of the areas where they did this was Mukuru wa Ruben, and it saw 3 people lose their lives, including a 4-year-old. The devastation of this mother who had to see the body of her child after the walls collapsed on the child. What I'm not sure of is if there was any warning prior to this. But even with warning, and I mentioned this last week and I also mentioned it to Wanjira, who's coming on later on today. Even if you tell guys, leave, go to higher land, where are they going? Like for a lot of these people, and I saw an illustration yesterday that the higher land is their roof, okay? Like they don't know what you're talking about. They don't know what you mean by higher land. Going to somewhere else, leave their belongings, leave their life work. Wajira last week was saying, but it's just things, leave them alone. You will always be able to rebuild. For a lot of people in a lot of their minds, they don't know what that means. I personally wouldn't know where to start. Don't leave my home, go where? Where am I going? How am I going to survive? Where am I taking my kids? Where do I start again from? And for this devastation of these families in Mukuru, I can't imagine what they've had to go through. I'm hoping there's a better plan than this. Yes, go after riparian lands, but and it's for the safety of the people, but how are you doing it? Are you issuing out notices telling people to leave? Are you making sure that you have security in place to clear out the area, clear out every home before you go ahead with your exercise? I saw shops being taken down near Mata Hospital, and that was near the bridge where Nairobi River passes. And I was like, okay, fine, I can get that. But homes, there has to be a better way. There really has to be a better way. There has to be more value to life than just coming over with a bulldozer and crushing to the ground a 4-year-old. There has to be a better way. There has to be. It's absolutely sad. Absolutely sad. Now, away from that, we also have, and we're starting to see now, bad construction of houses. Now, before even I go into that, with this whole riparian land issue, when these title deeds are being issued out, when homes have started to be constructed and being built, why not start these exercises before that? It's a quagmire to me. And sometimes I might not understand a lot, but some things I need explanation for. So if you have an explanation for that, why wouldn't the government go after people before they build? Or as these deeds are being issued out? Because they have to go through a process to the lands office. I've been to the lands office more than once. It's a whole process. It's a whole entire tedious process. So for people to go through that and still get title deeds to what they call riparian land that's not meant for humans to live in, then why issue out those title deeds? It doesn't make sense to me. It really does. It doesn't. Now for those contractors, these contractors who are not doing their job well, these are some of the times where we see devastation and buildings collapsing. And last night we were hit with the news of the building, the 5-story building that collapsed in Udhiru. And I've seen this building. It's right there on the road. I've seen it. And I usually admire it because, it has these stained glass windows. And then, they paint it really well on the outside. Every time we're going towards up that way, either towards Kangemi or Naivasha, you see that building. And now it's down. And now there are missing people. And now there's one who has been found, a missing child, after it collapsed. Now, a resident from Udhiru in Nairobi County near a building that collapsed has revealed that the agony of waiting for emergency personnel for hours after the building started to sink While sharing the complaint online, the resident noted that the building next to IRLI started to sink, with about 34 people trapped inside at around 7 p.m. on Tuesday, May 7th. The resident noted that no help was in the near site until about 9:20 p.m. The resident stated, "We urgently need help at the room next to IRLI. Our house is sinking and people have been trapped inside since 7 p.m. No help till now." Now, when I was looking at the images yesterday, it was devastating to see a picture of kids' chairs outside of that building. And all you're wondering is if there are families trapped inside. Now, as the tenants awaited help, some of them jumped through the window before the building was destroyed in one of the houses. A fire had begun, but it burnt out without spreading to other houses. 4 people, including 3 children and a nanny, were reported missing. Luckily, no casualties were reported from the accident. After the outcry, several emergency teams led by the Kenya Red Cross rushed to the scene to rescue the tenants and also offer first aid to anyone injured. Now, statement from Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja revealed that the county emergency team was at the scene with assistance from locals. He added that 4 missing individuals had been found and all 34 residents could be accounted for. Now, the late night statement explained that the county team was awaiting for the KDF from Kahawa Barracks to bring sniffer dogs and ensure no one was still trapped in the debris. On the other hand, the Kenya Red Cross revealed that one of the female tenants was taken to hospital by good well-wishers, while others with minor injuries were being treated at the scene by the Red Cross Action Team. So everybody's question here is, what is happening to the response? There was a time, I think there's a police post that was burning down in Kibera. And this was set up by a prisoner who was trying to escape. But then guys were like, leave that alone. Yani were the ones who, it took us to be able to take that fire out before the emergency team could arrive. And they were displeased. They were not happy at all. And here again is another situation. Now, I was watching a video where one of the ladies was outside of the flat, was like, she's trying to record a video and send it to the military. She's been asked to send it to the military. So she was like, my phone is not clear. Please help me with your phone so I can record this video and send it to the military. So those like frantic, people are frantic about trying to get everybody out and trying to get word out. Now, these areas, they have MCAs, they have MPs, and they are supposed to be emergency response teams that are within arm's reach, that are able to come around as soon as possible. Like, do they have to be? Kahawa is far from Udhiru. So unless they were coming with choppers, I don't see how they would have arrived there in time. Like, isn't there any quicker response to some of these instances, to some of these accidents? I think this is the litmus test for the entire government, for them to now properly prepare for any future incidents, because this is showing that we are never prepared. We don't know if we'll be hit with a bigger tragedy than this, and how the residents of a certain county or the residents of the country as a whole will be helped. It's time for these questions to be answered. Right now, Kenyans, the word online everywhere, they feel like they're alone. They've been left to their own devices to be able to sort out some of these pending issues. It's crazy. It's crazy that, you vote in people and then you feel alone. You feel useless. You feel worthless. And it's hard to feel that way. It's really hard. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Hit me up on +254 788 380030 or any of the Icon Radio KE platforms. Hit me up, especially on YouTube, where I can see your comments. But now let's get back into the music. When we come back, we'll be looking at the heartbreaking account of Eliud Kipchoge and what he had to go through after the online harassment he experienced.
Allo, allo, kama we ni mwenyeji, allo, kama we si mwenyeji, mind your business. Kama unataka ule anaichapa mpaka ilale, basi harakisha njoona. Bima inanukia shasha mane, ustupe nini kwa flona. Super komudia ladha gane, gnezenda fast au slow. Eva nikisikia mabob malen, kitafta plan ya do. Tuanzishi vita, tunamaliza. Nani ukinita, tuma mamita. Au malipsinka, wanawaingiza. Napanda stage, na una miujiza. Originator, baba wakeja. Wananiti, wananiiga. Likuwa na choma mpaka kwa filter. Kabadoko ushago. Life iko order, bako kweli na sound unachocha.
Vile naifanya sio hoja. Huku hizi ni si tunazoza, tunaifanyaga proper. Tunaifanyaga Dai number 2 wakanichuja daro, songa jenga shule wajua lipe karo. Saimi ndo speaker Frankole Kaparo, machutas napiga ki Usman Kamaru. Kwa fam ya kipang sikutoka, so fam ya kipang kitatoka kwa mimi. Amini ni jasho na damu zinatoka kiroga, hinjili na treat kama dini. Saima device inakuja na mzinga, wananidai na nijuzi waliringa. Mungu akisainsi unajua uwezi pinga, odds iko right misi chezi na tinga. Okay, kifemi kijembe kikali, bila budi na bidwa kubali. Watajali ujwe nani ya kujali, hii maisha ni tamu na jes na makali.
Life iko order, bako kweli na sound unachocha.
Vile naifanya sio hoja, huku hizi ni si tunazoza, tunaifanyaga proper. Tunaifanyaga
Yes, nani yako in the zone, aje. Na ana feel right at home, aje. Utajua nilikuwa kwa chuom, aje. Na harufu ya cologne, sorry. Na sijaiko saka form, sorry. Last year niliuza my phone, sorry. Tena niliota na perform, sorry. Na kabla kuota niliperform. Short now you know kwa cliff. Kabla ujue mambo ya drone. Granda imejaa na kif. Na grind nikana clone. Kiulizana nani gwiji hapa, mimi nasikianga kama nakosa heshima. Mwezi ni pima, mwezi ni zima, na nimeingia nasikia wananiambia life iko order, bako kweli na sound unachocha.
Vile naifanya sio hoja, huku hizi ni si tunazoza, tunaifanyaga proper. Tunaifanyaga proper.
Life iko order, bako kweli na sound unachocha.
Vile naifanya sio hoja, huku hizi ni si tunazoza, tunaifanyaga proper. Tunaifanyaga proper. Tunaifanyaga.
My boy, yes, a problem. Zaga, funny boss. When I step on the scene, hey, you know I'm a problem. Na feel on me, baby, madam, utaniletea problem. Naona tu watu in here na sitaki no problem. Kapesa kadogo uletanga ka problem. Oh, sasa ni problem. Oh, a big problem. Ay, hapa ni problem. Oh, a big problem. Yani sasa kuna problem. Hey, a big problem. Oh, hapa ni problem. Oh, a big problem. Yeah, see I'm a boss, I can do what I want to. Yeah, now I'm a fella wanna bonga what I land to. Boom shaka like a bad man when I come through. Saga, take it easy, girl. Problems gonna hunt you. Bring the alarm, I see blood on the dance floor. Oh, when I nishinya, shakunya shinja, oh mami. Saga, when I step on the scene, hey, you know I'm a problem. Na na vile umebeba madam utaniletea problem. Naona tu watu in here na sitaki no problem. Kapesa kadogo uletanga ka problem. Oh, sasa ni problem. Oh, a big problem. Ay, hapa ni problem. Oh, a big problem. Yani sasa kuna problem. Hey, a big problem. Oh, hapa ni problem. One by one I go. One by one I go 2 past 3 cause I'm only looking for you. Nimengoja figure number 9 kutoka saa 6 saa 7, so where are you? Yeah, causing problem in the city on Nairobi. Nai boy, kijana ya Nairobi. Na wakileta problem tunawapiga ndondi kwa hao yao bila kugonga hodi. I see reveal I see blood on the dance floor. Oh, wanna nishinya shikunya shinja oh mami. Saga. When I step on the scene, hey, you know I'm a problem. Na vile umebeba madam utaniletea problem. Naona tu watu in here na sitaki no problem. Kapesa kadogo uletanga ka problem. Oh, sasa ni problem. Oh, a big problem. Ay, hapa ni problem. Oh, a big problem. Yani sasa kuna problem. Hey, a big problem. Oh, hapa ni problem. Oh, a big problem. Ooh la la la, the roof is on fire tonight. Ooh la la la, kuna mtu atalia tonight. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la la la. And I boy, problem. I take a day, problem. Sedo, problem. Icon Records.
Unfala mganiane kama mng'ari kwa list ya Ferrari, yeah. Ana degree au ni journalist tu journalist. Nasikia wakiuliza ule boy wetu alienda wapi, amepotea kazi ile mbegu watu walipanda na kanyari, yeah. Na nasikia inasemekana hati rap zangu kamna mkazo na ile utamu ya rege mama. Maudinari wananikubali na hatu hati hawezekana. Kwa wale upenda sauti yangu na iko wale usengenyana mama. Kijana wako amepotea, ni masikio tu yeye anatoboa huku ndugu zake wakiendelea. Mwenyezi pekee anaweza muokoa, kimaisha amelegea. Ingawa hatuoni akitoboa, bado twazidi kumwombea, amina. Sonangi aja ya ofisi, sina njana jua mpishi. Sijaifanya kazi ya ofisi, sijailala kasi, sijadishi. Sijarap kitu katoka 6 hivi. Trust me, siezi rush me. Hata niache mziki miaka 50, nikirudi bado na crash nyinyi niko fast me. Ndani ya party na nguo rasmi, tumepigwa pasi hapo katikati. Napiga mic check tu niko party, na niko night shift, niko busy, sikuwa najificha. Clearly you rappers missed your teacher. Vitu mnaandika zinachoma picha, nkiwisingi hata kuwafundisha. Sauti nasikiani. Don't waste your time wishing you're too proud, my baby. Too proud to wish they had an easy way out. Let times get tough so they remember you're a blessing. When life is good, they won't forget to say, ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Naulizwa mbona niliacha niliacha mziki ati nilikuwa mkali juu ya mic na namisiwa na mashabiki. Niliacha game mapema hata kabla refa hajapiga filimbi. Bila kwa heri ati walistukia tu kuna clip moja imbi. Samahani nimepotea, shukrani kwa wale wamenifikiria. Hizo miaka zote nimekuwa missing, lakini kwa kitu hamjaniambia. Kani ningebaki bado ungekuwa nataki ya kusikia nikiwaimbia. Ama by saa ingekuwa mnanifanya vile mnafanya mapioneer. Story kwa media ati nimechapa niko juu ya madawa na hangaika. Shoni uza mali mbada hebu kama ukatendraise mnaita. It's not that serious, rap ni hobby. Bila mziki bado na manga, ingekuwa karia si ningekuwa nalia kusikia ati Nairobi. Ambia ni ukama sijifeel sana. We ni mgeni sikia kwanza tunakupenda. Ukikakaa tutachoka na wewe, hivyo ndo kuenda. Mimi ule mgeni alikaa siku mbili tu, sikukaa siku mingi nikuachie nafasi ya kuchoka na mimi. So now you know Shinsky. So now you know beat ya Kega. So now you know hey. Hey.
If you're having a bad day, that's gotta be your own problem.
It's SDL and Kentucky. Yo, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. I'm so happy.
What's wrong with you? Not being happy.
Check this out. Yo, wake up in the morning with a smile on my face, with a feeling of nothing for today that I can take no mistakes. Young, so exactly what I'm doing, where I'm going. It's like I'm walking in clouds, like I'm flowing. Need for coffee today, I'm already so awake. I'll make chapati, hot cup of tea, they call sabadi. To celebrate a new day with a new mission, which will face the day long with a bright vision. Cause look, I was in the studio last night, and God knows damn the song turned out tight. Song after song, what the heck can go wrong? See, Nairobi got me flowing all night and day long. So as I step out the door, I make sure I look fresh, fresher than ever, with a Capri and Stella. Starts on Monday, the smile is still on a Sunday. I keep the sunshine, I'll always find a way. I'm so happy, happy as a day, I'm so happy. Today was the day I woke up with a smile, I'm so happy. Happy cause I made another day for me to be my happy day. Every day's a lovely day, I'm so happy. Happy as a day, I'm so happy. Today was the day I woke up with a smile, I'm so happy. Happy cause I made another day for me to be my happy day. Every day's a lovely day.
Homie, I'm happy as I can be. Bouncing off enemies like a banshee. You can't see or perceive where I stand, G. I ain't bragging, but damn, I'm the man, G. You can be anything that you want, youngin'. See me, I'm in the fame game and I love money. I love females that look good and smell lovely. Lovey-dovey and cuddly while I'm rubbing. It's the rhythm of the gangster you ain't knowing. Hold on, though it's the gangster, they love on them. Hold it and maybe never let it go, homie. I'm honest when it comes to the things I'm running. Definitely G'd up in a good way. Beautiful life from doomsday to newsday. Explain this, traveling on a Tuesday and spending money on any given Sunday. Huh?
I'm so happy, happy as a day, I'm so happy. Today was the day I woke up with a smile, I'm so happy. Happy cause I made another day for me to be my happy day. Every day's a lovely day, I'm so happy. Happy as a day, I'm so happy. Today was the day I woke up with a smile, I'm so happy. Happy cause I made another day for me to be my happy day. Every day's a lovely day, I'm so
Simplicity sells, man, they telling me lies. What they're telling is be broke to the minute I die. I'm a hustler, baby, that's what I'm doing out here. Feels good being capable to buy me beer. Buy you one, your crew, it doesn't, ain't that nice. To afford them earrings, now ain't that life. Walking a mile in my own shoes. The upside, on the flip side, it's my own blues.
So good, chilling at the crib, getting booze. This a type of styling out to your hair, so cool. Says the L and can tie in case you're too slow. This is where you jump till you drop, you gotta know. This is it, don't stop what you say. The hell what you heard, this so lovely. I'm so happy and he's so happy.
Yeah,
man, I guess we too happy. I'm so happy, happy as a day, I'm so happy. Today was the day I woke up with a smile, I'm so happy. Happy cause I made another day for me to be my happy day. Every day's a lovely day, I'm so happy. Happy as a day, I'm so happy. Today was the day I woke up with a smile, I'm so happy. Happy cause I made another day for me to be my happy day. Every day's a lovely day, I'm so happy. I need to smile.
Happy. STL Kantai, love, love, love that song. Let me tell you, if you ever met STL Kantai, they were always smiling. SL was always laughing. Like she used to have this huge laughter. Like it wasn't like a bellow. Like it was huge and you could hear it from the next room. And she was always smiling. Like whenever you meet her, she always had like a good smile on her. And Kantai, that was my boy, man. Vibes all the time. He was always happy to see someone. Like he always had this huge smile. We lost a good one. We definitely lost a good one. We also had Nashinsky, or Pasakanyari, as you say, Nyasiski, as in he was Shindwat. If you guys watch his TikTok, he was Shindwat in saying this guy's name after he was mentioned like so many years ago in his song, and now he's trying to chambua it on his TikTok. You really need to go watch Pasakanyari. He's a hoot. Anyway, we had Nyashiski with Now You Know, and Nai Boy with Problem, which was produced by Sedo Now. Nai Boy, manzi, he just, I think he was done dirty, he was done wrong. Jirongi is Yasema is driving trucks in the States. It's a noble thing. Jimmy was saying Yashiski was in the States driving trucks. A job is a job as long as putting food on your table. No need to, put somebody down for that. But at the end of the day, like, it's just like the music is so good. I am waiting to see when Naibo would come back to what he loved to do. He was actually in my high school. I didn't even know that. I hear he was like a year or two behind me. I hear like he used to always be on the stairs, like just churning out lyrics. Like he was that guy who was all about his music. And it led him far until a deal that got him in a bad place just took him out. It's so sad to see. Naiboy, we are waiting for your comeback. It should happen soon. Big shout out to everybody who's listening in this morning. Nish, what's up? Big shout out to you. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. We also have Lacey. Lacey says, good morning. Good morning. Right back at you. Vibes, guys. I love it. Keep throwing it my way. Definitely looking forward to continue vibing with you guys. Of course, you can get to the conversation on +254 788 380030. Now, if you have been living under a hold, then you missed out on the BBC coverage of Eliud Kipchoge and what he revealed after the hideous attack he went through online. It was sad. It was uncalled for. First of all, big shout out to BBC reporter Celestine Carone. She's always doing a fantastic job. Former colleague, big shout out to you, Celestine. And she wrote on her LinkedIn, now this is one of the most heartbreaking stories she's had to cover. And just to see a huge champion like this, a guy who has been out there winning it for Kenya, to be torn down within seconds. Now, what was it all about? Now, world record marathoner Eliud Kipchoge broke down in tears as he opened up on a harrowing experience after rumors started flying on social media, allegedly linking him to the death of fellow marathoner Kelvin Kiptum. While speaking during an interview with BBC Sports, Kipchoge claimed he received death threats from users online, something the two-time Olympic gold medalist claimed instills a lot of fear in him, and rightfully so. Now, the athlete recounted receiving several messages, including threats targeting his family and even his career. Kipchoge, while recounting the torturous moment at his home in Eldoret, was overwhelmed by emotions and broke down. In his words, he said, all the social media platforms were claiming Eliud was involved in the death of this boy. I received a lot of bad things. Among the barrage of attacks directed his way included death threats, targeting his family, doing away with his investments, burning down his house, and even shutting down his training camp. According to Kipchoge, his first reaction upon receiving the gut-wrenching messages was to check on his family. While narrating the experience, the athlete dismissed the reports linking him to the death of Kiptum. He said it did not happen, but that is how the world is. He goes on to say, as I to call a lot of people, I got really scared. But this is where it now tugged at my heartstrings. When he talks about calling his mom, is where he broke down. Like, It's hard to see a person break down, but it's even hard to see a man who has been upheld by society for so long, to have to break down like this and have to tell his story in such a way. It was so heartbreaking. According to Kipchoge, he was forced to change training venues and even lost about 90% of his friends. On February 12th, world record marathoner Kelvin Kiptum reportedly died in a road accident along the Eldoret-Kaptagat highway. And he only passed away barely 2 months after attempting to break a world record of becoming the first human to run a marathon race in under 2 hours. So the world quickly rushing to assumptions that Eliud was involved in it. Like, I was scratching my head the entire time. I was like, how is this mathing? How do you guys put together Eliud and Kelvin in an accident and say that it was some sort of whatever sabotage and people did not want the record to be broken? It was so much conspiracy, but to the point of hate. Now, we were the ones who were screaming ideos just the other day, and was it ideos? Ideos was a phone. What was it, Bosco? It wasn't ideas, it was. Oh Lord. Ideas was a phone. Okay, so where that was taking me back. It wasn't ideas. There was something that we were screaming. And we were over there talking about, going past our limits, quoting this guy. Like, we were even wearing his t-shirt. We were hailing his statue at Nike. We were over there cheering him on when he was over there walking the runway. And all of a sudden we turned on this guy and we're like turning murderous fingers on him. And not only him, his family. Like, I can't imagine what he had to go through. If there's one thing people fear a lot, it is social media hate. I always ask guys, be kind. It does not cost you anything. And you'll never know when the tables would turn on you and how you would like it to be handled. Man, say you guys have too much vitriol. Okay, not all of you. I'm just saying, guys have too much vitriol online. It's time to just tone it down. I know we are going through a lot. We all are. But sometimes you need to look inward before you're directing your hate and your vitriol at somebody else. Be in their shoes for just a second before you pick up that phone or pick up that computer and write something that would tear the other person down. Be kind. All right. Let's go back into the music. Ladies, we're about you today on this Wellness Wednesdays. And sometimes for the men, you also need to know this information. I'll be telling you why in just a little bit as we go into your flowers, aka your vaginas.
Say I'm a star, mama say me. Nadunga chain kasi range kasi ringi. Sina shame kashinin mashilingi. Cause the change never came nasi nini. So we sharpen the shanks na mashini. I never march with the saints in the city. Waki fat and the fakes when you feel G. Took us so out of space, walk with 3D. Ashaki do, shada. Aki rombo saga. Kanizogo nina roho saba. Lakini moyo niko do lata. Chege na. Ilala. Wala guy wakilid wana inchi. Mina dai kuti hell mara mengi. Nina life, nina will, nina feeling. Ilala, yala heli. Wala guy wakilid wana inchi. Mina dai kuti hell mara mengi. Nina life, nina will, nina feeling. Ndani ya party niko by party san. We party wa maji mi divine na nitama mi. Tabia safi basi dai kasi fan. Na kill kila wakati gotta shine. I'm the sun madil. Kila mahali toka na ya bijan. Simsima na yagi samahani Africans. Umchina nadhani twamuhitaji mashidani. Kunpima mabangi nusidai basi bana. Ilala yala heli. Wala guy wakilid wana inchi. Mina dai kuti hell mara mengi. Nina life, nina will, nina feeling. Ilala yala heli. Wala guy wakilid wana inchi. Mina dai kuti hell mara mengi. Nina life, nina will, nina feeling.
watu. Kisa shilingi wanakufa watu, tukiwafukia wanaitwa wafu. Maneno mazuri na vitendo chafu. Vigogo walikata gogo, tutakaa wapi? Uchumu na arisha, wakilisha banepi. Baba help me, sababu haina majira. Walojenga kwa kiwanja ndo anarudi na mpira. Uchungu umenikomaza, utasema ni mjia mzito. Nilambe chumvi pate ladha bila fomu zito. Ila space zipo za kutabasamu, nipo nikishindwa kuona. Kipofu nitadai pisto, miguu ingeongeshtuka ilipofika Nyayo. Ndoto zetu refu, alafu kimo cha Zakayo. Wambie niko nayo kipande cha gogo simu. Najua alipochimba, najua alipofukia mashimo. Sipo poor man, I'm rich in culture. Na kula happy na watoto wafisadi bastard. Na umagio pupu, uoni wakicheza salsa. Bado nina upendo, sema walimpatia kwenye kuta. Muno kama J, school kama Liko Bay. Kuna siku nitatuma maboss pia wanyokote. Nilipe binti wa politician aje mchezee. Aje nshikishie kalegea jimwashia.
Ilala ilala yela heli, wala gai wakilid wananchi. Mina dai kujihel mara mengi. Nina life, nina will, nina feeling. Ilala ilala yela heli, wala gai wakilid wananchi. Mina dai kujihel mara mengi. Nina life, nina will, nina feeling.
Should we say, let me see your hands up, baby. Any remix, sawa, sawa. Should we say, let me see your hands up, baby. Any remix, sawa.
Okay. Now I said tumetoka get the ride.
Kukupa runs and in a dry high.
Tukifry back MCs kama yai kwa karapa.
Boss umeshika sema man.
Now I said tumetoka get the ride. Tukifry back MCs kama yai kwa karapa.
Boss umeshika sema man.
Come together, we can do this together. Take your time, we're staying here forever. Wanna Mr. Lenny,
Mr. Googs,
Mini Banton.
maybe now my best, cool and chilly, get alright. Come together, we can do this together. Take your time, we're staying here forever. Wanna Mr. Lenny,
Mr. Googs,
Mini Banton.
maybe now my best, cool and chilly, get alright.
now I said tumetoka get the ride.
Don't kukupa runs and in a dry high.
Tukifry back MCs kama yai kwa karapa.
Boss umeshika sema man.
Now I said tumetoka get the ride.
Don't kukupa runs and in a dry high.
Tukifry back MCs kama yai kwa karapa.
Boss umeshika sema man. The girls them no happy,
So happy
the man them no happy.
to have these,
Come out if you're deadly,
so deadly.
so let me love. The girls them no happy,
So happy
the man them no happy.
to have these,
Come out if you're deadly,
so deadly.
so let me love. I see something going wrong in our hall. People take some things to it's appreciable, and I lost love gone forever gone. And we live in this privacy high, nothing at all. Lower dignity, suffering, respect, our shows. Lord, I look a man, I'm me out free. The best with my show, this I feel so sad. Well then, you see, okay.
Come together, we can do this together. Take your time, we're staying here forever. Wanna Mr. Lenny,
Mr. Googs,
Mini Banton.
maybe now my best, cool and chilly, get alright. Come together, we can do this together. Take your time, we're staying here forever. Wanna Mr. Lenny,
Mr. Googs.
Mini Banton.
maybe now my best, cool and chilly, get
Hey yo, who's got the biggest appetite for Kenyan ladies? But they move her tongue, walk each other wearing tighties. But they move her short, silky skirts with no high heels. Ni Mr. Googs and never mind this. Stupid back sisters still asking, did you write this? What you thinking, boys? Cooks about this?
That's a lie.
I'm a simple crazy guy, talk a cool like get the ride. And if I had the dough, then get one me buy fries. I'll see you, Mr. Sly.
Yeah, you're not lying.
For real, hapa Kenya mse story wanga hivi. Shika my Caribbean sis jenga CV. Believe me, it's just hard to be on TV. And other radio stations to wanna play my CD. Excuse me, Mr. John, you really don't have to pay me. Just air my song and let it hit now me. I said to me, talk get the ride.
Don't kukupa runs and in a dry high.
Tukifry back MCs kama yai kwa karapa.
Boss umeshika sema man.
Now I said to me, talk get the ride.
Don't kukupa runs and in a dry high.
Tukifry back MCs kama yai kwa karapa.
Boss umeshika sema man. Take a little boy back in a Monday. Take a little boy back in a Tuesday. No, you want say that. No, you want say that. No, you want say that. You must be yeah.
Okay, I'm called
tumetoka Githurai. Now I say tumetoka Githurai. Tukifry waka MCs kama yai kwa karai. Zimeshika sema ma. Now I say tumetoka Githurai. Tukifry waka MCs kama yai kwa karai. Zimeshika sema ma. Now I say tumetoka Githurai. Tukifry waka MCs kama yai kwa karai. Zimeshika sema ma. Now I say tumetoka Githurai. Tukifry waka MCs kama yai kwa karai. Zimeshika sema ma.
Karibu Nairobi, Nairobi, Nairobi. Karibu Nairobi, Nairobi, Nairobi. Karibu Nairobi, Nairobi, Nairobi. Wageni wote wanakaribishwa Nairobi, shendo lugha tunaongea kauna kopi.
Wondering, tell me, am I good enough? And wondering, 'cause it's overdue, and yeah, it's time for me to understand what's happening to us. And if you tell me what it means, I'll tell you everything it seems to be. Yeah. 'Cause I've been dreaming, wishing that we could just start anew, see it through. I've been searching for my one thing, someone to love me. I've been searching for my one thing, someone to love me. Struggling to know that all this could just be for nothing. If you're not willing to keep on giving, I have to admit that we've reached our ceiling, lost the thrill, and that I'm not sure we can still believe in a future anymore. And if you tell me what it means, I'll tell you everything it seems to be. Yeah. 'Cause I've been dreaming, wishing that we could just start anew, see it through. I've been searching for my one thing, someone to love me. I've been searching for my
King Kaka. Okay.
someone to love me.
No, don't look no further. Kifikiria kids, I'll be their father. I'm serious. Sema lini uko ready. As long as I'm alive, we jua nitakudedi. Na kuna vile wewe ni do baby. Ndo yo menu, chagua love ni kupe. Na sikuachi, by the way kwako kupe. I'm a prisoner, Lucky Dube. Leo R&B na tenje down all you. Mwili yako ina speak volumes. Washa tenje basi na few I call you. Be my princess, nitakuwa Tom Hill.
Someone
mshike kwa mikono, mwangalie ndani ya macho, mpeleke kando na umwambie, commit a crime and I'll be your defender. Overpower me so that I surrender. I wish I could be your saliva so that I could taste your lips whenever. I envy your hipster, vile inakushika kwa kwa kweli manzi umebarikiwa, ndio maana tunaimba hallelujah. I wish I could be your shoe, I would have such a beautiful view. And if I was the slit on your dress, my goal in life would be to aim for the highest. If only I could be your body lotion, I would walk with undivided devotion. Kila siku nakufikiria, ndio maana nasinzia nikikuwaza, nasinzia nikikuwaza, miaka rudi miaka nenda, nasinzia nikikuwaza, nasinzia nikikuwaza, nasinzia nikikuwaza, kila siku ya kalenda, nasinzia nikikuwaza, chochote utafanya nitafuata, nitachora 8 ukichora 7, and I promise I will never be a player. You're my red card, no longer middle fielder. Be my wife and I'll be your bogey bender, and let no man try to lay asunder. Na wakijaribu kutulei asanda, Mungu moja nitawapiga ngeta. Na kama ungekuwa ngoma, ningependa kukuwa amplifier. I will amplify and equalizer, baka hata matiuta sitachuna. Nasinzia nikikuwaza, nasinzia nikikuwaza, miaka rudi miaka nenda, nasinzia nikikuwaza, nasinzia nikikuwaza, nasinzia nikikuwaza, kila siku ya kalenda, nasinzia nikikuwaza. This comes from the deepest part of my heart, the deepest part of my heart. This comes from the empty hole in my soul, the empty hole in my soul. This comes from the highest point of my spirit. If you know what I'm saying, then you will feel it. This comes from the deepest part of my heart, the deepest part of my heart. This comes from the empty hole in my soul, the empty hole in my soul. This comes from the highest point of my spirit. If you know what I'm saying, then you will feel it. Nasinzia nikikuwaza, nasinzia nikikuwaza, miaka rudi miaka nenda, nasinzia nikikuwaza, nasinzia nikikuwaza, nasinzia nikikuwaza, kila siku ya kalenda, nasinzia nikikuwaza, nasinzia nikikuwaza, nasinzia nikikuwaza, miaka rudi miaka nenda, nasinzia nikikuwaza, nasinzia nikikuwaza, nasinzia nikikuwaza, kila siku ya kalenda, nasinzia nikikuwaza.
Alexis on the beat.
Sikushua kama nakupenda tena, ngoja ninywe pombe nione kama nitakumia.
baba, mapenzi mbona sitaki, afadhali nimpende aloniza. Sina wakuniita chichichi mama, na mi chichichi baba. 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 Sitoshua kama nakupenda tena, ngoja ninywe pombe nione kama nitakumiss. Sitoshua kama nakufeel tena, ngoja ninywe pombe nione kama nitakukiss. Sitoshua nawe, sitoshua nawe, sitoshua nawe, sitoshua nawe.
Labda umetuni station na kuzingua, maybe umekuwa na option ya kuchagua, au imeingia fashion, so ijua maana niko kwenye cheni na suasua, nimejaribu kuribu ti bado system inagushigu, shit feelings zako zenyewe ni za kubu, stini kama unavuta sigara steam weko pe, I do my best na kwenda rest, naonekana nimesha fairy test, naona kinoma noma unanichase, kosa sio kosa unashtakiwa kesi, na mimi bado nakupenda, bado naona tunaweza kwenda, na tunayo nafasi ya kuyajenga, channel yetu imeingia jenga.
Sitoshua kama nakupenda tena, ngoja ninywe pombe nione kama nitakumiss. Sitoshua kama nakufeel tena, ngoja ninywe pombe nione kama nitakukiss. Sitoshua nawe, sitoshua nawe, sitoshua nawe, sitoshua nawe, sitoshua kama nakupenda tena, ngoja ninywe pombe nione kama nitakumiss. Sitoshua kama nakufeel tena, ngoja ninywe pombe nione kama nitakukiss. Sitoshua nawe, sitoshua nawe, sitoshua nawe, sitoshua nawe.
Hayo ni mbaya.
I go by the name Javide. Oh hey. Katika biti ya mesesi. Oh hey. Ndio mbogi naingia. Makofi. Oh hey. Irasha. Ndio masaa yetu. Makofi. Plus music ikikuna unapona tunatana kuna bana kuna shona kila kona kama kuna raka sana bana ungekuja jana madoba ni mob hata hii ni kama bonus ona vile doba na wabeba kasafina talent ya muziki kuna skill ya Maradona David anacheza music soul anapona ana you know ni gospel tena msifanye kama genre. Wait a minute, ni genre ama genre? It doesn't matter. One thing we know ni ukifanya kama genre utatoka kama jana. Tunapenda gospel, big up tena sana. Big up team Jabidi pale na waona. Ukiona mbogi nazitoka, usizuba usiulize mbona. Cheki, ndio mbogi naingia. Makofi. Mirasha. Ndio masaa yetu. Makofi.
Ile ya probo kila lishat na kupitani kama umesimama. Energy ile ya robot ukingoja tuchoke ile butwa itakupiga. Vitu ni mob but masando machache. Adoba ni mob but jicheza ndo machache. Anytime ya kugive thanks to dance wale wa story mob muni wache.
Mikono ziko juu anytime azishoki. Isa za irock so with them tuna rock it. Energy ni real man hii hapa na fake. Unapata wapi nguvu ya kupaka. Na ndiyo mbogi naingia. Makofi. Nirasha. Ndio masaa yetu. Makofi. Times ushika. Hakuna kuketi. Makofi. One more time. Makofi.
Mapenzi ni bahari lisilo na mwisho. Mapenzi ni moto kwa roho na haichomi. Nimempenda msichana wa Kisonko, mi humona kwenye ndoto usiku nikiwa ghetto. Uishi Runda, kwetu ni Dandora. Kuna rusho makombora na kumeja wakora. Lakini je anakupenda, najua we unampenda. Basi nenda pole pole, siku moja utampata. Mpenzi wangu never leave me. Mpenzi wangu twende pole pole. Take it slow as you go step by step. Take it slow as you go step by step. Anabonga tukilami, hapendi mama pima, hapendi za madondo, anataka tu mapiza. Anabonga tukilami, hapendi mama pima, hapendi za madondo, anataka tu mapiza. Enda pole pole, bado unasaka, chote unataka, with time utapata. Hakuna matata, hakuna matata. Enda pole pole, bado unasaka. Penzi wangu never leave me. Penzi wangu twende pole pole. Take it slow as you go step by step. Take it slow as you go step by step. Penzi wangu never leave me. Penzi wangu twende pole pole. Take it slow as you go step by step. Take it slow as you go step by step.
For me, darling, tell her, say, honey, me just touching on the street.
We've come too far to give up. 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 Sometimes I can feel the weight on my shoulders pulling me downwards, but I know and believe it will get better. Life isn't over. Life feel high, but me still not go dead. Strength of the key, me no lock out myself. Pray where you need and buckle up your belt. Save up your money and turn it in a wealth. Me and no God no, just a man who far from perfect. Like you, me no have every answer. Just be the best version of yourself. Sometimes I can feel the weight on my shoulders pulling me downwards, but I know and believe it will get better. Life isn't over. Nothing go wrong with failure, no watch that. Learn from your mistake, which man I eat steak. How you fi pray that, range up on each gate. Grow your blossom and watch how your tree great. Don't sell your soul for eBay. Focus on yourself in a real way. Me I talk to myself as well. If you take me one medicine. Sometimes I can feel the weight on my shoulders pulling me downwards, but I know and believe it will get better. Life isn't over. Sometimes I can feel the weight on my shoulders pulling me downwards, but I know and believe it will get better. Life isn't over. We've come too far to give up. 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 Sometimes I can feel the weight on my shoulders pulling me downwards, but I know and believe it will get better. Life isn't over.
Good production.
You know, go hold me down. No, I'd rather be alone. Can't go hold me down. You can't tell me where fi do, where fi go, how fi dress. Me no papi show. Me a the star, so me a no fan of you. Do what me wanna follow you. Me nah itch up under no man arm like Roland. Fast position, so no boy can't try program me. Rebel from day one. Real bad girl, so no boy can't try program me. Me no need donation. Autonomous, can't try come program me. Nanny never go a war for me. Sit down in a 2020 slavery. Shenyang if you match at your business, that too insecure that yours is a. Watch your good, what you call that? Do your own thing, stop talk to the. What if him love, beg your money too? Can't pay rent and a bother you. Can't program me. Nanny never go a war for me. Sit down in a 2020 slavery. Me no know about you, but me know about me. No man can lick me. Some gal love them man more than how them love them one pick me. The whole man, some of them have to touch gal must be mental. Them a do it for credential. You know one do the but to drop your moral fi keep man we have 24 gal me no care. You don't touch me dear, me and me one big man pass big this stage. Me never serious me when me under 8, so better you go on your waist, cause you can't tell me what we do. Where fi go, how we dress, me no papi show. Me a the star, so me a no fan of you. Do what me wanna follow you. Me nah itch up under no man arm like Roland. Fast position, so no boy can't try program me. Rebel from day one. Real bad girl, so no boy can't try program me. Me no need donation. Autonomous, can't try come program me. Nanny never go a war for me. Sit down in a 2020 slavery. Shenyang if you match at your business, that too insecure that yours is a. Watch your good, what you call that? Do your own thing, stop talk to the. What if him love, beg your money too? Can't pay rent and a bother you. Can't program me. Nanny never go a war for me. Sit down in a 2020 slavery.
a champion, I'm a hero. I'm gonna ride till my tank is zero. I'm a hustler, I'm a gangster. I'm every single thing they told ya.
Or maybe I'm a knockoff, maybe I'm just a fraud. Maybe I ain't gon' never see the face of God. Maybe I ain't no Spartan, maybe I ain't no king. But one thing I'ma tell you, I was really born to win. But from me to me toe, never really feel you already make it out. Any boy step to the dark, I go little body flow like a jungle. Let me make lion roar. Me not take this, me not take chat, me not take crap, me not take this, me not take back. Any boy try trip, I go drop, put some sense and let it back. I see they coming from afar. They got guns and blaze and they approaching my car. Oh, tonight they ain't leaving no stars. They come to leave me, they lay down at the boulevard. Oh, the difference between you and I is I came in this war and I came here to die. Oh, and you can see it in my eyes, see it in my face, you can see it in my smile.
I'm a champion, I'm a hero. I'm gonna ride till my tank is zero. I'm a hustler, I'm a gangster. I'm every single thing they told ya.
Or maybe I'm a knockoff, maybe I'm just a fraud. Maybe I ain't gon' never see the face of God. Maybe I ain't no Spartan, maybe I ain't no king. But one thing I'ma tell you, I was really born to win. Sell me soul, these haters on a roll. But them have man and tape a ball out of control. Rumors them try to spread, them just want see me dead. But one thing me can tell them, see them me never scared. Talk you what talk and I run off your mouth. Can't take a rise, I run in your house. Everything said, when me think them come out, you don't know what them for, but me know what I'm about. Seeing in news, cross the nation, get my thing, them drop the Asian. Shut down more than a mental patient from a nose, saying this is part an invasion. Anywhere me there, anywhere me go, cool if you know. The demons follow in my shadow. Anybody speak nasty tomorrow, people are just let the junk and borrow. This ain't a movie, this ain't a show, this is reality, so let them know.
I'm a champion, I'm a hero. I'm gonna ride till my tank is zero. I'm a hustler, I'm a gangster. I'm every single thing they told ya.
Maybe I'm no knockoff, maybe I am no fraud. Maybe I'm the first one to see the face of God. Maybe I am a Spartan, maybe I ain't no king. But one thing I'ma tell you, I was really born to win. Do them fantastic, I'm the champion, I'm afraid of nobody, afraid of nobody.
We done them already. Get back to the money. All them a preach and preach. Step over they go beat and teach. Them a jive by and I know them can't reach. Go on back up for your grandmother preach. Them a on the street and me see it. Go over they go beat and teach. Man jive with it. Panic car seat. Boy mouth full of concrete. So police I fight for years. Them don't see them. Boy they could the last 1 week. From them with the families, man, they have to weep. See them, so me see, beat and teach. So beat and teach. So beat and teach. Beat and teach. Beat and teach. Cassava peace, beat and teach. Beat and teach. Beat and teach. Yeah, beat and teach. Step over them, make everybody see. Just figure beat and teach. We no put boy in a them place, we take them out of that. Them no have no action, no them finger, that's them out of chat. Me lips seal. What a fireball come out, so from them walking at the war. I them play out. No cry to me for your son, just stop cry down and make the rest. So that's for every day the rest. Jungle clip them wing and left them featherless. Sister left brotherless. Get themself in a hot water and an up hot water. From them this them same time not after. What do that not after? You see I must the earth them want to pass. Them do a war. Them think it over. Them skin run left. Them bone fit over. The first 24 hours them a fraud like soda. You see say them a paper soldier. Beat and teach. Beat and teach. Beat and teach. Beat and teach. Beat and what a flat beat and teach. Beat and teach. Beat and teach. Beat teach. Whoa, youngsters, them are ready. Get back to me Monday. Them boy them not ready. Me but anytime when you ask them, I lost them. Swear that I cost them. If them nobody in a real life, them can't be the boss. Them they can't be the boss and teach. Grandson beat and teach. Cassava please beat and teach. Beat and teach. Beat and teach. So I'll beat and teach. Beat and teach. Beat and teach. Waterhouse beat and teach. Beat and teach. Beat and teach. Jungle beat and teach. Whoa, 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 whoa. Beat and teach.
We're all about that dance hall Wednesdays, getting you winding in your seats this morning on your way to work, wherever you may be. First of all, I asked guys to send me a video about how they actually get down to dance hall Wednesdays in their offices, and I got some few videos and they were hilarious, which some we shared online. So we're going to do a bit of a TBT with that one. You guys really know how to party in whatever situation. Me, I'm trying to learn, so still send me those videos and let me know how you get down to that dance hall Wednesdays every time we get into that mood on Icon Radio. All right, now today we are here to discuss on this Wellness Wednesdays how to take care of your flower, women, how to take care of your vagina. Okay, and this is not only for the women, it's also for the men them. Okay, it's for you to know when there's something wrong with your woman. It's also something for you to know when you have a daughter. Don't stay away from them like they're the plague. Find out how best to take care of them, how best to understand them. Because we have to do it with our husbands. We have to understand your prostates, your problems. So it should go both ways, okay? It should go both ways. Understand our flowers so you can know when there's something wrong or there's something you can detect in your woman. You know, like the way they say, a man is the one who would best tell when there's something wrong with your breast, because they're the ones who are always on your breast to says, okay, they're the ones who are always touching on you and knowing if they feel like there's a problem somewhere, they're the ones who will tell you easily. They're like, hey babe, I'm feeling like, you probably need to get checked because there's like a problem over there. Yeah, so let us not shy away from these conversations. I remember we had Dr. Lorraine here last week, and she has her event, which I'm giving a ticket away for, which I'll be doing tomorrow. So she's having her event this Sunday, this Mother's Day, for mommy and me and my doctor. And it's an all-women's event, and I asked her, okay, so where do the men come in? Because as much as, the women are the ones who are childbearers, there are men who have to raise their daughters on their own. They're the ones who have to play both mommy and daddy at the same time. They're the same ones who would have to, buy their girls their first menstrual pads or, whatever they may be dealing with as a father. So sometimes tips are not only for women, but also for men. Long story short. Now, how to care and keep your vagina well. Now, there's a lot of talk out there about vaginal health and hygiene. A lot of products are of a lot of concern, but about what is normal and what could actually potentially cause harm. Now, I got a great article here for Center for Women's Health. And we have Dr. Jessica Reed who's been answering these questions. You can check this out later. You can check out Center for Women's Health. They have a great way of breaking this down now. A lot of people don't know the vagina is self-cleaning, okay? Don't go putting excessive chemicals up your vajayjay like soap. Soap is harmful. And a lot of people don't learn this because they don't go to a gyna, they don't have the right advice. Women, use water when you're washing yourselves. Do not use soap or other chemicals. Unless you're having symptoms of infection or other problems, there's nothing else you need besides just basic water, and basic hygiene. So when you're in the shower, make sure to keep soaps away. They are harmful and can cause itchiness, odor. You don't know what you're putting up your vagina. You don't know what chemicals you could react to. The other thing is when you're wiping yourself, when you're done using the toilet, wipe from front to back. That's it. That's it when it comes to self-cleaning. The other thing is your hair. Of course, your hair, your choice. If you want to keep it long, if you want to keep it short, if you want to, trim all the edges and keep it bare, it's totally up to you. Now, any decision about pubic hair should be your decision alone, not your partner's or anyone else's. And please don't worry about changing your pubic hair for your gynecologist visit. And a lot of gynecologists have said this. They're like, you guys, you worry about the wrong things. You worry about, shave yourself, blah, blah. The thing you worry about mostly is your feet, okay? Keep your feet clean, because those are the first things that hit us before anywhere else. So, like, if you have long pubic hair, no problem. Now, this Dr. Reed says, I can tell you how many women have apologized for their hair when I do a pelvic exam. Gynecologists really don't care about hair. Please don't remove or change it for us. If we do choose type of hair removal, clipping, trimming, laser removal, or waxing are all better than shaving. Now, this is new. Shaving can lead to folliculitis, an infection of the hair follicles that looks like pimples. Razors can also harbor tons of bacteria. So they're telling you wax, laser removal, clipping, anything else, trimming, other than using razors. Now, I'm sure a lot of you didn't know that, even the men, that razors to your pubic hair can cause folliculitis. So stay away from them razors. Now, the other question that's always raised is, can you see your gynecologist during your period? Because, when you're having a period, it is quite a messy affair. Now, according to Dr. Reed, there's a misconception that you can't get a vaginal exam or pap smear when you're on your period. It's not true. Your period is just a normal part of your cycle, and gynecologists can see you at any point in that cycle. So they can wade through anything, literally, to get to see what the problem is or what is right with your body. So don't worry about the gynecologist. They got this covered. They're like, you just come to me. This is my work. I got you covered. Now, is discharge normal, and what type of discharge is normal? Now, your vagina. Woo, yes. So your vaginal discharge is a sign of good health. It maintains moisture and healthy bacteria while washing out problem bacteria. Unless it has suddenly changed, you don't need to be concerned. Again, the vagina is self-cleaning. That's how it cleans itself. It cleanses itself. So when there's discharge, don't worry about it. Just look out, for course, for variation in change. If it changes in color, if it changes in odor, then there could be a problem and you need to see your gynecologist as soon as possible. All right, let's go back into the break. We'll be looking at 4 more things to properly take care of your vagina. Men, I hope you're listening to this, because again, like I told you, some things do apply to you. You see, like now a razor is not good for you. It's not good for women. It's also not good for men. It could affect some of your hair follicles. All right, so if you have any tips for our women this morning, good tips, let's not stray away from the topic, okay? If you have good tips for the women today that you have come across, be sure to let us know on +254 788 380030. We're also live at Icon Radio K. Hit me up on that comment section right there. Let's get into the music. We'll be back right after this.
Singer,
over this up. See a hot girl, me a call her hello. If you see bigger the dance and the place get mellow. Hear me I tell you, so me do my thing, chain do my bling. Skip me enemy, them me a little building. Camera, action, flame. When we outside, lock down your building. Bet me turn up in your drift, drift, drift. Bet me turn up in your drift, drift, drift. Bet me turn up in your
Damage music.
Only person I fear, I just got. You don't want to see no one go. Can't take not a dice shot. The mommy lip and go. With me face down flat. Me have some place where me not go back. Me know a few bridge where you fi burn down. So it no make sense to take your heart. The people them still say you up when the right time come. You a whole heap of pressure. Anyway money they and pleasure. You see whole heap of jealousy and hater. Them want all for themselves, them a scraper. You and when you check your ratio, them a memory of is a show like a page job. But anything they say me do the opposite. I think that they are give me a head. You know this a blessing that show like rain on for me. The more all them other just is them can't stop me. The only man who fear Almighty. Me no want the police. Mankind so evil. Look what Christ do for them. Look what them do to Christ. Me a no superhero, me can't save the world. I'm gonna let me have a try. You know when me a go. Surely know when me a go. When me a go. Anywhere the wind blow, no. Me need some time on myself. Me and myself, I go bust a reason. Make them watch me mad because when nobody me can't reason. I just tell them one thing, them gonna leak a secret. I talk about I know them search is smart, so I won't leak it. Cause I'm gonna talk with the enemies. I'm a par with the enemies. You go tell them the weak spot, so they move like the strap. My youth, you a par with the enemies. Talk with the enemies. The youth we are power with 100% in my enemy. Them not see a blessing that show like rain on for me. The more all them other just is them can't stop me. The only man who fear Almighty. Me no want the police. Mankind so evil. Look what Christ do for them. Look what them do to Christ. Me are no superhero, me can't save the world. I'm gonna let me have a try. When me a go, surely know when me a go, when me a go. And anywhere the wind blow, only person me fear, I just got the dance. Don't want to see no one go. Can't take not a dice shot, the mommy lip and go. With me face down flat. Me have some place where me not go back. Me know a few bridge where you fi burn down. So it no make sense to take your heart. The people them still say you up when the right time come. You a whole heap of pressure. Anyway money they and pleasure. You see whole heap of jealousy and hater. Them want all for themselves, them a scraper. You and when you check your ratio, them a memory of is a show like a page job. But anything they say me do the opposite. I think that they are give me a haters. Them no see a blessing that show like rain on for me. The more all
fantasy say them can't stop me. The only man who fear Almighty. We don't want the police. Mankind so evil.
Hey Musa Maremba, na ukangonio enda si ithaka goa. Ni akembu, ni akembu So dieronga kwa modo na koreo. Wana kirenge geterere, kuda kirwa rwembo. Hayae. Motorere ndo komere wenga. Wamondo aeka undo gatara muterera mwega. Sigawe. Usije kufa moyo kwa mambo ya badilika. Kwa vile kila siku kuna jambo la kutwika. Chukua muda twende kando kwa kuburudika. Haya mengine nayo utakuja kamilisha. Yo kwenda ngwere, maondo monde maria twekire. 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 Dino ya kuego tuerie Ne mwene nyaga Yogeso kie mae mete kama tingeso kanere guarenge Kuroka losio no amodenya wenge Waba wokinyete tindeka na kuoporeo Usije kufa moyo kwa mambo ya badilika Kwa vile kila siku kuna jambo la kutwika. Chukua muda twende kando kwa kuburudika. Haya mengine nayo utakuja kamilisha. Yo kwenda ngwere, maondo monde maria twekire. 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 Mambo yatajatulia. Usife moyo sikia. Punga hewa sahau yalotendeka. Siwache chako kwa baraka inayopita. Angalia mbele utafika. Yo kwenda ngwere, maondo monde maria twekire. 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 Maundu atare kuma jambe gwitwa
Beat maker.
That was Maremba with Twekire. Let me tell you, that is one complex beat. I was told that it's called future bass, okay? Now you can hear a little bit of drum and bass in there. You can hear a little bit of EDM aspects, house, like it's just, a borrow from each and every one of the different types of genres when it comes to that electric movement, and it is nuts. Love Justin's voice. Have always loved Justin's voice. Right now he's called Maremba as an artist, but that's Justin Mirichi. And again, I told you yesterday, he described himself as the shy schoolboy who had a soundtrack for every event, good or bad, including getting caned and growing a multi-hyphenate artist. He's an award-winning actor, a voiceover artist, writer, and singer. He derives his stage name Maremba from his maternal grandfather, a bona fide musician and village entertainer in his heyday. Love it! Now, as a singer, Maremba has worked with various artists such as Kayamba Fiesta, Swedish songstress Marie Anderson, Tamasha Beats, and the Wakurugenzi under guitarist extraordinaire Dave Mob Otieno. Now, we're going to be just digging more into Justin day by day, but Twekire, which translates to we achieved, and it's a personal reminder of how far he has come despite life's challenges, that no matter how hard things can get, you can look back and smile at what he's achieved with God's grace. I love that. You don't only look back at the hard and terrible things that have happened in your life. You also look back at the good stuff, the things that have made you who you are, that have shaped you into the person that you've been. Whether it's caning or, just simply defining yourself from whatever you've brought yourself out of. It's always great to look back, take notes, and look forward. And be grateful for what you've achieved. I love the meaning of that song. Twekire, it's Kiembu. He's singing primarily in Kiswahili and Kiembu. I love the spring up of people who are now singing more and more in their languages. Just going to show how much it was needed in our country and how much it's going to take over the world. Let us not stop. Sophia Nzao, Unasi, who were there from back in the day, Girigiri Maji, all these guys who have managed to put our music on the map. Manze, we thank you. And just by using your own language. And now Justin is here. That's why I chose him as our jam of the week, because he's doing just that. And I can't think of any Kiembu song I've ever had in my life. This is the very first time. And this one, for sure, is a banger in my eyes. Now, let's go back into the care of your vagina, your flower. Let's tend to your garden and make sure everything is looking nice, looking right, pruned, taken care of, watered in the right way, because you only have one. So it's best to take care of it. Like we said before, it is self-cleaning. Do not go and start putting things up there like soap. Just use water. Water is enough. It's enough. Yeah. Your pubic hair, you can leave it long, you can leave it short. Nobody can tell you what size it should be, but make sure you use the right tools when you're tending to it. They have said razors are not the best. A lot of people don't know that. Razors are not good because they can cause folliculitis. Again, it's not only for the women, it's also for the men. And you can see your gynecologist during your period. It doesn't matter to them. Just like the pubic hair, it doesn't matter. You just go see them. They just want to see what they are looking at, if it's something okay or not. Discharge is normal, so long as it's, you just make sure it's the right color. If it becomes a different color, always check out your gynecologist. Now, there are these things called the feminine wash. They call it also douching. There is sometimes what people call the vaginal lipstick, the jade egg. Now, they're saying, according to the experts, skip all of that. Leave the douching alone. Now, these products are mostly just unnecessary. They do little or nothing of benefit and are very expensive. Products that go inside the vagina, like douching, can cause problems. According to Dr. Reed, she's saying we never recommend douching. It can disrupt the natural bacterial environment in your vagina, causing infections or irritation. Any device using the vagina should be washed thoroughly between uses. Some products like lubricants and vaginal moisturizers are fine to use. Choose products that don't contain scents or other chemicals, and stop using anything that causes irritation. If you use condoms for pregnancy prevention, choose a water-based lubricant. Oil-based lubricants can break down condoms, so they don't work as well. So also, when you're going to look for these products, make sure you ask the experts. Okay, what does this have? Is it oil-based? Is it water-based? And then also, just don't go and gizzing things in your vagina. Take care of it. Make sure that you do not have the expensive things like the douches and the vaginal lipsticks and all of that going up there, when you can just do, again, self-care. Just use water. Now, the other thing they're noting is odor is normal. If an odor is new or different, see a gynecologist to check for infection. Otherwise, your odor is perfectly normal. If you're concerned, wearing cotton underwear and avoiding tight clothing can help the area breathe better. Many women feel sensitive about it, says Dr. Reed. I want them to know there's nothing wrong, and it's not something that people around them can detect. Now, I usually worry for women nowadays who are just wearing the tightest of clothes. I'm just like, man, don't you fear yeast infections? Woo! Sometimes you gotta let it breathe. I remember I was in one of these sessions where we were just the women's, and the gynecologist who was there kind of just like was intimating the fact that sometimes even underwear is not a must. Sometimes you just, let her breathe. Let her be okay. Let her just, take some time off away from the underwear, because even not all underwear is the best, and sometimes they can lead to infections if it's not right for your body. Now, the other thing about the underwear, I think we talked about it sometime, like I think a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Frequency of change. As soon as you see your underwear discoloring, change it, because that is your body that has caused the discharge that has gone into your underwear. And when you see this color, it's time to change. For the men as well. Do not hold on to those boxers for 2 years, my friends. Do not hold on to that underwear until it rarukas. Change. That's the way you change your toothbrush. As long as the bristles start getting soft, change. Men, when there's a hole, there's a problem. Get rid of that boxer. Boxers nowadays are like what? 2 socks in your Bosco. Like 200 bob. You can be buying them every single day if you want to. Leave alone that mzinga for even a weekend. And just go and buy your boxers. Don't wait for your woman to notice a problem. And when you see discoloring, it is time. Let go and let God. Leave that boxer alone. Leave that underwear alone. Now, the other thing is your body is normal. Society sends us a pretty specific message about what a vagina and vulva are supposed to look like. But the truth is there is normal variation in those body parts, just like every other body part. Now, Dr. Reed says, I see lots of vaginas and vulvas. They are all unique and different and beautiful and normal. The perfect quote-unquote vagina does not exist. The only time to be concerned is if there are changes in appearance or having your symptoms show you discomfort or pain during sex and many other things. Now, society has a lot of pressure even when it comes sometimes to your genitals. Men are expected to have surgery, 9-inch surgery, what? And then women, they're supposed to have vaginas shaped like eggs. I don't know. But at the end of the day, everybody has their own unique structure. So don't look at material that you might find outside there, or look at social media, or listen to your friends and think that, there's something wrong with me. No. You are designed perfectly the way you are. Embrace your body for what it is. Women nowadays are going for tightening and construction and reconstruction and this, that, and the other. for their vaginas to look a certain way. You've heard it from the experts. There is no perfect vagina. Embrace what you have. Lastly, if you have a problem, your gynecologist can help. There are some signs of infection or other problems that are important to treat. Changes in discharge not caused by a change in birth control method or pregnancy, a truly bad or fishy odor, itching or burning, pain with sex or urination, new bumps or sores, irregular periods not caused by your birth control method. For all these symptoms, your gynecologist can help. The one exception is yeast infections, which can sometimes be treated with over-the-counter medication. But if it's your first infection, the medicine isn't working, or you have frequent yeast infections, see your gynecologist to confirm what is truly going on. Now, I hope these tips have helped you, man or woman, especially women. Again, men, if you listen to this topic, then you will know best how at least to look out for things when it comes to your woman, okay? Because even you are the best to notice a change. And sometimes when you notice a change, you put them in the right direction. Some women do not know, and you'll be surprised to find out, some women do not know these things. They don't know what could be going wrong with their body, if any. And sometimes they don't know what signs to look out for. And sometimes, you might have the information. You might actually be that person who looks into it. So just guide them in the right way. Don't put them down for silly things like the shape of their vaginas. Like, to be very honest, nobody has a perfect body on earth or in heaven, okay? Everybody's designed in their own way. Stop putting these unnecessary expectations that they're going to the surgery room to try and change something that God made. Instead, encourage them. For women, take better care of yourselves. Do those vaginal consults. They're not vaginal consults. Okay, it's because the word is there in my mouth. Do those gynecologist consults as frequently as possible. Pap smears. Do them as frequently as possible. It's a yearly thing, actually. It's a yearly thing. Go check on your body as frequently as possible. It is not something of shame. We've been made to feel like that for years, but it's nothing shameful about your body. The more you take care of it, the better, the longer you will live, because you have a healthy, well-functioning body. All right. This has been our Wellness Wednesday topic of the day. You can still try and get to the conversation even after the show ends on +254 788 380030. Let's pass on again tomorrow on the Breakfast Jam, where we're all about that adulting Thursdays. We get into adulting topics that people usually talk about in the whispers, but now we bring them to the front, okay? It's usually very exciting, and we usually love interacting with you during those days. Up next, we're going to be having Myra Maloba is coming in to talk about sustainability on Sustainability Connect, and she has 3 very special guests who are within that space, and they're going to be talking about ESG, the adoption of ESG. And then we're going to be having later on DJ Ras Malakai, who will be coming in for Reggae Pulse. Last week, he started on a very high note. We are looking forward to today. He doesn't talk very much. He's not a man of very many words. I know it's odd being on radio, but it works. It really works. He has a great selection of music from across the world. You cannot afford to miss out on it. We also have a great playlist for tonight for The Surge. I'll be back physically next week on The Surge. We're still sorting out some things here and there, but I should be back for The Surge from next week. All right, guys, have a fantastic day ahead. Enjoy all the programming we have for you today. And we'll see you tomorrow. I've been your girl, Myra Maloba, the Afro-Punk Queen.
Treat. Me tell him fi take a taste. Him say me a rotten teeth. To me little, to me neat. Me not in a nothing.
money, money, money. Tell you say you're that me love. Fresh like a river. Thing ya me love. Them thing ya me love. Yeah, money me love. Thing ya me love.
Yo, Vaga, big woman thing. You know why more time I chat some song, them have to shot? Cause the realest. Me know about sardine, mackerel, bully beef, chicken foot, chicken neck, chicken back. Nothing a waste, nothing a dash way. Money me a look away you dey. 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 God no dog me want a visa. Jamaica hard, US be easier. England pound they in the freezer. What due to Caesar, gift to Caesar. Bank book a fi big like Sunday cleaner. New smartphone with multimedia. Jamaica people real survivor. Coulda be a higgler or taxi driver. Money me a look away you dey. 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 Can't get a work, me really feel hurt. Big up the doctor and the store clerk. Big up the doctor, love to all nurse. Society, things are get worse. You know see, Babylon a put youth in a hearse. Life is a blessing, don't make it be a curse. Speedometer gone up, press gas. Money me a look away you dey. 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 God no dog me want a visa. Jamaica hard, US be easier. England pound they in the freezer. What due to Caesar, gift to Caesar. Bank book a fi big like Sunday cleaner. New smartphone with multimedia. Jamaica people real survivor. Coulda be a higgler or taxi driver. Money me a look away you dey. 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 Money me a look away you dey.
Something by my side, girl. You make me start to hate my wife, girl. What do you want for? I wanna joke with me say, do you something bad, girl? Something by my side, girl. I want you to turn me all the while, girl. You me want to you have the vibes, girl. Me girl into me so right. Me girl, me fi tell you. Hook up me body, girl, and do no let go. Me girl, you no regular, they on another level. Me fi tell you, me say I me fi tell you. Baby, your body be calling, I'm like, baby, hello. So many things, baby, I wanna tell you. Like, you do me so right, baby, I gotta tell you. I wanna tell you, baby, I me fi tell you.
When I love, when I'm money. Tell me why you want honey. You say for send and pick my phone, your phone and pick on me body. Make me put love you, doggy. How was your day, me baby? Who are on them out? Oh, you cuss out to the family.
Whenever me say ready, she up. Me rich and famous, she no give a ha. She didn't call me regular, and that turn me on so much. Me girl into me so right. Me girl me fi tell you. Hook up me body, girl, and do no let go. Me girl you no regular, they on another level. Me fi tell you, me say I me fi tell you. Baby, your body be calling, I'm like, baby, hello. So many things, baby, I wanna tell you. Like, you do me so right, baby, I gotta tell you. I wanna tell you, baby, I me fi tell you.
Next time you come up in me yard, sexy in your shirt. So when you're the punches like,
I'ma come to see a dog.
drink and we smoke, and we talk and we laugh. And your man I call your phone and me I cut it off. I got you hooked on that lean. Every day so you want codeine.
Two I will make the perfect team. Oh, I run out my wife, girl, and tell you moving. Me girl, you do me so right. Me girl, I'm if you tell you. Hook up me body, girl, and do no let go. Me girl, you're no regular, dep on another level. And if you tell you, me say I'm if you tell you. Baby, your body be calling up like baby, hello. So many things, baby, I wanna tell you. Like you do me so right, baby, I gotta tell you. I wanna tell you, baby, I'm if you tell you. Something by my side, girl. You make me start to hate my wife, girl. What do you want for you? Joke with me say, do you something bad, girl? Something by my side, girl. I want you to turn me all the while, girl. You me want to talk to. You have the vibes, girl. Me girl, you do me so right. Me girl, I'm if you tell you. Fuck up me body, girl, and do no let go. Me girl, you're no regular, dep on another level. I'm if you tell you, me say I'm if you tell you. Baby, your body be calling, I'm like, baby, hello. So many things, baby, I wanna tell you. Like, you do me so right, baby, I gotta tell you. I wanna tell you, baby, I'm if you tell you.
Okay, superstar, no answer your phone and no link me. Cause I'm trying to talk to you and you're not trying to talk to me. I don't understand. Okay, brother.
Another level, another level.
Go down and a wine and a bubble and round a back, does a jump, this a trouble and bust a hug up and a couple and a cuddle and a wine up me body and a bubble and me know me good, have me body does a wine and a boom, papa boom, have me body does a jump and a boom. Wine pan the ready man a sit down pan the bait. My body right so me man a fi cheat. Phone take a picture yeah that you fit wait. Tell them gyal them wine ya them careful. Me a boom it and a catch it pan the beat. Me does a drop it. How me twerk it and a slap it pan the gong like me a map it. How me stuck it and a pop it and a wine it and a lap it. Take a picture you fi snap it. Facebook it but crap it and yes I saw me like it. Look pan me body how me wine it. How me catch it and a wine it. Bubble and a sit down and a wine it. Yes, I saw me like it. Look on me body, how me wine it. How me catch it and a wine it. Bubble and a sit down and a wine it. On the baseline, me a bust a wine. Style when me have, we make man lose them mind. Sit down and a wine, take it pan time. And no girl can't do them a wine when me design. Me know me good. Have me body does a wine and a boom. Have me body does a jump and a boom. Wine pan the ready man a sit down pan the bait. My body right so me man a fi cheat. Phone take a picture yeah that you fit wait. Tell them gyal them wine ya them careful. Me a boom it and a catch it pan the beat. Me does a drop it. How me twerk it and a slap it pan the gong like me a map it. How me stuck it and a pop it and a wine it and a lap it. Take a picture you fi snap it. Facebook it but crap it and yes I saw me like it. Look on me body how me wine it. How me catch it and a wine it. Bubble and a sit down and a wine it. Yes I saw me like it. Look on me body how me wine it. How me catch it and a wine it. Bubble and a sit down and a wine it. On the baseline, on the baseline, me a bust a wine. On the baseline, on the baseline, line.
This land is your land, and this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from property.